Yo, what is up, guys? This is my Diablo 4 Nature's Fury Druid build. Um, I've been playing Nature's Fury for since about level 30-ish, probably. I saw this one video, it looked really cool. I liked how the abilities procced off each other. So I just wanted to keep playing it, and I'm not really a fan of the pulverized Druid. Um, so I've been playing this for a long time, and I do a lot of damage. So this is just my build. Hopefully you guys can help me out, see if I can get it better. But I think it's pretty good right now. So we're just gonna go over the legendaries and other stuff I have, the uniques. Let's start off with the helmet. We have the Vasili's Prayer. Of course, we're using this for the Werebear Earth Skill Fortifies. We got the I can't even say it, insatiable fury for the Werebear skills. We also are taking the blue gems for the fortify because we are taking trample, and trample is an earth skill for us. So this is mostly trample is our big damage move along with landslide. But trample does a lot of damage. So we have that, and we have the Nature's Fury. This is probably one of the most important parts of the build. Uh, when Nature's Fury key passive triggers a free skill, your non-ultimate cooldowns of the opposite type are reduced by 8 seconds. So usually, this is a 12 second cooldown. So I'll press it, and I'd say about 30 to 40% of the time, it'll come back and it's on a 4 second, 3 second, 2 second cooldown. So I just keep spamming trample. Um, but also the stats I have on it are probably one of the best stats you can get. Got plus 20 all stats, 8.4 crit chance. Um, yeah. Next, we got Temerity, of course. Effects that heal you beyond 100% life, grant you a barrier. One of the best leg pieces, obviously, to be more tanky. Then we have the damage from Earth skills slows enemies hit by 25%. We use this because we do have the Earth skills do 54% more crit damage to crowd control enemies, so we're always doing more crit damage with the Earth skills because they are always slowing. And also, I rolled really high with these. I got plus 54 willpower, plus 24 all stats, spirit cost reduction. I'm also using a two-handed, and this is also one of the most important legendary aspects you can get on this. It is casting a storm skill against your earth skill's 90% critical strike damage for 4 seconds. Casting an earth skill increases the critical strike chance of storm skills by 25% for 4 seconds. And we are taking the blue gems for crit strike damage to crowd control enemies because they are always crowd controlled because of our earth skills. And then also the rolls on this: core skill damage, 84 damage to healthy enemies, 45% lightning crit damage, which I really don't care about. The 156 willpower and 58% crit damage. That's why my willpower is so high, because of this and some other pieces. So yeah. And then on our necklace, we have our skills deal crit strike damage to crowd control enemies, so it synergizes with our boots. We have 8.7% willpower boost, 15.7 earth skill damage boost, cooldown reduction 13.5%, which is really good as well because we are always spamming trample. I probably want more cooldown reduction somehow, but I'll have to find better rings than what I have right now. But these rings are actually really busted too. So for the ring, we are taking landslide. Earth's pillars each strike a second time and deal an additional 8%. Ideally, you want the 12%, obviously, but deal an additional 8% bonus damage per hit. These is crit strike damage, 30% crit strike damage, 15% damage to crowd control, 42% overpower damage, 29.2% critical strike damage with earth seals. That's probably one of the best rings I could get. I would want the same exact ring, just a better item power, to be honest. And if anything, maybe, I don't know, like that's one of the best rings. Maybe a little bit cooldown reduction, but that's probably one of the best. Same thing with this ring. You got overpower damage, vulnerable damage, crit strike damage, damage to injured enemies. So I'd probably want, instead of the last one, cooldown reduction. But also we're using trample, now summon 6 landslide pillars of each of, or excuse me, we're using trample, now summon 6 landslide pillars of earth during its duration that deal 80% normal damage. Trample is now also a magic and earth skill, so it counts towards our Nature's Fury. But these two together also, trample now summons 6 landslides, so now it summons 2 landslides because of this skill. And it does a lot of damage. So next we'll go over the abilities, but you can change these, put a points in something else if you want to. But this is what I like to do. So obviously we're grabbing the Nature's Fury for the triggers of different skills, and also we are grabbing it because we have the Nature's Fury cooldown reduction. That's why we don't use an ult. We don't have any ults on this. We don't need an ult. We do tons of damage. So we're taking Storm Strike to try and proc vulnerable, so we can auto a couple times, try to get vulnerable, and then trample through them. So we're getting 1 point there, 1 point. Then we're going down to our core skill. We are taking Landslide. Landslide triggers twice now because of our ring, but we also have some bonuses on our armor and stuff that give us a couple more points. Then we're also taking Primal Landslide for the Terra Mote's crit strike, which does pretty good amount of damage if you can get the crit off. Taking a point in Heart of the Wild just to get these core skills more damage. We probably could change that actually, now that I'm thinking about it, since we don't use the core skills that much. We do, but not all the time. Getting the 15% damage reduction after using a defensive skill, which is our Cyclone Armor and our Hurricane. Or, excuse me, just our Cyclone Armor and our Earthen Bulwark. Taking a point into Preserving Earth Bulwark after 3, Preserving Cyclone Armor. And then we're skipping Companions, obviously. Going down to a Hurricane, taking Savage Hurricane for the less damage. We're taking 3 points into Crushing Earth, 3 points into Safeguard, more crit strike, more damage. 1 point to the Stone Guard, just because if we do have the 50% fortify. 5 points into Trample on all of them. 5 points into Trample, then going up into Natural Trample for the fortify. So we just trample through, get a bunch of fortify, and we're chilling. Then we're taking 3 points into Defiance for more nature magic damage to elites. And also we're using Earth Skills to 16% increased damage to vulnerable enemies, so it procs with our basic skill, which is our Storm Strike, having a 50% chance to hit proc vulnerable. And also we are taking 1 point into Resonance. I'm probably actually going to change this into 3 points into this. So nature magic skills does 6% increased damage. Triple this bonus if an earth skill is the next skill cast after storm skill, or your storm skill is the next skill cast after an earth skill. So let's get into some gameplay of this. We'll just go into let's go do this. Let's go to this dungeon real quick up here. We're taking the first board up into the rare node prime, snaking it up into the glyph socket where we put werebear, so we can get the bonus damage while in werebear form. Then the resolve node, just because it is super close and we can grab it for some sustainability, some more resistance and stuff. Going up into impale, straight up into our second board, and we're just getting enough so we can have enough willpower to grab this. Going to the second board, which is our werebear board. look at it quick, the way it's positioned. And we're going straight to the right, snaking it up into the Earth sign, grabbing the intelligence willpower, which our intelligence willpower is crazy, so we'll always have it. Snaking it up into the glyph socket, into dominate for the overpower damage increase. Going left side up into the survival instincts legendary node. And just grabbing a couple nodes over here with grizzlies, so that's close, we can grab that too. I might consider grabbing those later. Then our snaking our way to the right over to our, I think this is the Earth board. Excuse me. Yeah, this is the Earth board right here. You can zoom out so you can see how it's positioned. And we are going over to the Crushing Earth. Grabbing the Crushing Earth for more crit strike, more earth damage, more earth skill damage, and obviously my willpower is super high, 778, increase our skill damage by 77.8%. And since our trample is an earth skill, it does massive damage, especially with crits. Then we're going straight into the glyph sockets, putting earth and sky. I need to level this up more, obviously. I'm trying to level up one at a time, and XP is very thin right now, even though I'm doing 235-ish plus. Grabbing the earth and power for the more crit strike damage with earth, and the magic nodes around, going straight into the legendary node, earth and devastation. Your earth skills deal 30% increased damage to enemies afflicted by crowd control, which they are always crowd control because everything on our earth scale slows because of our boots. Then we go into our second board, or excuse me, after the legendary node, we're going straight into the rare node of press. 30% more damage to crowd control enemies. More damage, more crowd control, more slows, more earth, more damage. Then our fourth board is going to be the nature board, and we are slowly going to work ourselves up into the superiority, into the other devastation, up into the legendary node. So that's what we have right now. And just to look at our trample does 13.8 to 60.9, and they are knocked back and stunned. So if we do hit something straight on, we do massive amounts of damage. Alright, so this is a tier 4 level 38 nightmare. I'm going to go ahead and actually we should not put that so I can show you how much damage I do without that. Let's do the armor and thorns, who cares? So we'll just go through, we'll proc up this trample. And we're left clicking and right clicking. So right now we have our Nature Fury bonus damage if the next skill cast is a storm skill, so our auto, we'll proc that. Let's see. So now we auto that, bonus damage with the next skill is an earth skill, so we'll earth skill. And that usually clears mobs most of the time, just gotta finish them off. I like to left click then right click just to clear these single minions. 335k crit there. Just go through this real quick. Hit a couple times with our storm skill, the trample. 45 up. Cleared everything. Hit a couple crits on that. Started there. Trample. Kill everything. Pot up. Storm skill, trample. Pop our shields, but you're almost dead. Play safe. Get a storm skill off, trample. Up a couple landslides. So if you guys see, our landslide triggers twice because of our ring. And landslide also triggers off our trample now, so now we just do massive giant earthquake across the whole screen, and it triggers twice because of our ring, because our landslide ring. Every time our Nature's Fury procs a free skill. So it is a very fun way to play Druid, in my opinion. Here's an elite right here. Dead. People's dead. They gotta play a little safe. Pop some shields, fortified. And everything is dead basically. And we're also going to wait for our 20 stacks so our next skill can overpower. Let's go ahead and wait real quick before we enter the boss room. We have our passive storm skill strikes do more damage per skill. Next cast of earth skill does more damage, but we'll auto the boss, see if we can get any vulnerable procs. Vulnerable. Right click. Alright. And that is the dungeon. They're dead. So yeah, that's my Nature's Fury Druid build. If you guys did enjoy this video, please let me know. If you have any suggestions on this build, please let me know. But I'm really enjoying this playstyle of the Druid instead of the Grizzly's Rage pulverized Druid that everyone sees. So yeah, let me know if you guys like this video, and thanks for watching.